What's going on, guys? It's Alex, and in today's video I want to show you how to optimize and rank your appliance repair Google Business Profile. So your Google Business Profile, GBP, is a great way to generate a lot of organic traffic, organic views, organic calls, organic leads. In fact, it's something that you need to focus on heavily at all times of running your business, right? If you want to actually drive traffic from Google Search and Google Maps for the long run and grow your business, you need to focus on your Google Business Profile. And there's a lot of reasons. I mean, for any search, we have one up, for example, already. Let me move my face. Most people are going to be going to Google Maps or at least starting out with Google to find something with appliance repair. For any search, right, we can do appliance repair Phoenix. Right, Phoenix. Every single search for appliance repair for any of these services is going to show up with a Google Business Profile or a Google Maps listing at the top, right? The Google Map pack. And if your business isn't showing up, or if you don't have one optimized for your area or your services, you're leaving a lot of money on the table. You're leaving a lot of leads on the table, and you're honestly hurting your business from a local SEO and just from a lead gen and marketing perspective. By the way, if you need help with your Google Business Profile or managing your account from an SEO perspective, you can click the link down below and book a free consultation call. And we can take a look at everything and make some recommendations and see if we can work together. Anyways, in today's video, I want to just go over how to optimize and rank your Google Business Profile for your appliance repair business. So the main thing, the two main ranking factors, right? Two of the main factors overall. Let me just move this. Just pause by accident. Two of the main factors overall are the keyword in the business name and the proximity to search, as well as the review count and the review velocity. So that's actually four things, right? But these are the main four things you need to be focusing on. These two are quite easy, and it's review count and review velocity that is something you need to focus on every single day that you're working on your appliance repair business. So keyword in the business name is going to be location dependent, right? So in appliance repair Phoenix, for example, right? We can see that the non-sponsored, so this one, let me just move this over. So this one is an ad, right? We can see that these ones, right, all mention appliance. They don't necessarily mention appliance repair. And if we look at the actual listings, and here's why you need to be focused on your Google Business Profile, is look how many businesses there are here, right? There's hundreds of appliance repair businesses just in Phoenix alone. And most, if not all of them, at least mention appliance. This is a market where it might actually be worth adding appliance repair to the title, because a lot of them don't, although people are going to be searching for appliance repair. And then if we search a different market, for example, Newark, you need to do this for your own site, right? For your own market, just to see what is ranking. And this one, appliance repair, appliance repair. This one is Mr. Appliance. This one happens to have Newark location, appliance in the title. So it's really location dependent, but start your search, start your optimization by looking up in your area what people are using, and whatever is ranking first, Google's kind of giving you the tricks there. Let me turn the light on. Google's kind of giving you the hint there that that's what's going to work, right? So you might need to add the business name, you might need to add the service. So appliance repair, you might need to add the location. So Newark, it just depends on what's already ranking, right? The other thing is proximity to local search or proximity to search. And the debate here is having a location, right? So an actual address or a service-based business. For larger businesses, a service area is completely fine. If you already have 100 plus reviews on your Google Business Profile, you can go with the service area. But when you are just starting out, especially if you're in a smaller town, it's a much better idea to go with a location. So for example, if somebody in Glendale, right? If somebody in Glendale searches for appliance repair, they're going to be given these businesses, right? And let's check A1. No, that's not a great one. Let's check Manny's to see if he has an address or a service area. See, Manny has a service area, but he also has an address listed, which is why he's showing up for this search for Glendale, right? And you want to make sure that if you are in an area like Phoenix, like Houston, like San Diego, right? If you can get a listing in a suburb that's also quite popular, or even a smaller town nearby. So for example, something I worked on today was in Columbus, right? And we'll look up Columbus. So Columbus has hundreds of appliance repair businesses, right? And my client is based in, it's Plain City. And I'll show you in a minute. So Plain City is a very small town, right? Just a little bit west of Columbus. But they had their location in Columbus. They were never showing up for any searches, right? As soon as we switched the address to Plain City, right, and optimize our profile, now they're showing up for people that are looking for appliance repair in all these northwestern suburbs, Dublin, Hilliard, even Worthington, as well as Marysville, Milford Center, right? All these different towns. Now they're the business that's showing up first for that appliance repair. All because they went from service-based business in Columbus to physical location in Plain City, which again, a lot less competition. For example, even Marysville only has 25,000 people, but that's enough to sustain an appliance repair business. If you took all the people in this area, it's going to be a couple 100,000 people, or at least 100,000 plus, and that's enough to sustain an appliance repair business if it's optimized. So, So that just really depends on the size of the area that you're in and the size of your business itself, right? The next two important things, and these are as equally as important, something you need to focus on from day one, are review count and review velocity, right? So when we go back to any search here, and let's pick somewhere tricky. Let's go with Appliance Repair Houston. And let me just do it on Google. Appliance Repair Houston, right? So the sponsored ad already, the sponsored ad has 1,300 reviews, right? The next one, Appliance Cowboys, 708, 1,000, 1,000, right? And again, another sponsored, 1,200, 1,100, right? This one has 111, which is fine, but they've got Appliance Repair and Houston in the name, right? So that's an indicator of how to structure your Google Business Profile title if you're in Houston, right? 266, 756, 118 is not bad. Right, and now some of these are just coming down to proximity search, which is why it's showing you ones with 50. But if you wanted to compete in Houston, right, like if you have a location where there's 100,000 plus people, if you have 7 reviews, you're not going to show up for proximity searches. You're not going to show up for Google searches for that service, right? You need to be focusing on getting reviews every single day. And the second part of that is review velocity. So review count is huge, right? It's a huge ranking factor, as well as the velocity, how often you're getting reviews, right? You need to be capturing the emails, the phone numbers of all your clients using a tool like this, SynUp, right? To automate your review generation, reaching out to people regularly, asking for them to leave reviews, and ask, whether it has to be through email, whether you call them up and ask, or if you're sending them text messages, anything like that. It's something you need to be doing every single day. Anytime you have a client, a review is worth hundreds of dollars in the long run. And without regularly generating reviews, it's going to be extremely difficult to show up in Google Maps in any medium to high competitive area. Speaking of that, you also want to respond to reviews, even negative reviews. Always try to turn a negative review into a positive review, but respond to all reviews in a way that makes sense, right? Include keywords in your response. Thanks for working with us for your appliance repair in New York City, for example. And yeah, leave genuine, sincere reviews, respond to every single review, and make an effort to automate your review generation so that you can get reviews regularly and you can get that count up. Any of you guys should be getting at least 1 review per week, right? 1 review per week should be the bare minimum. If you have 1 review per week, in a year you've got 50 reviews, that puts you ahead of 80% of appliance repair businesses in most areas, right? And if you can double that to 2 or 3 or 4, if you can get 200 reviews a year, you're set, right? You're just going to generate a lot of traffic, a lot of clicks, a lot of calls from Google Maps, from those proximity searches on Google Maps. The last 3 things are pretty small, but also quite big ranking factors. Add updates, right? So in your on your Google Business Profile, you can actually go ahead and add updates through posts, and where is it here? Add update, right? And this would just be something you add, like check out the last job we did. Here's a happy client. Check out here's an appliance we repaired, right? Try to add at least 1 of these per week. Not so much of a ranking factor, but helps build authority, helps build trust, helps just drive clicks to your Google Business Profile and gets the phone ringing to get you more appliance repair leads. Also add photos. Not everybody's going to add photos. You're going to want to ask your past clients if they can add photos as well. Huge ranking factor. Over time, you're going to want to have thousands of photos in your profile, just so when people do click through and visit it, they're able to click through, look at the different photos, and see the kind of work you're able to do, which is just going to make it easier to get your phone ringing. And another big problem that I see a lot of you guys have, and what you want to avoid, is do not set your hours to 24 hours. So Google actually has this as a ranking factor: 24 hours Google business profile. Unless you are strictly an emergency-based business, right? You want to, or where is it? Yeah. Anyways, unless you're strictly an emergency-based business, so unless your business is, for example, emergency appliance repair, do not have 24 hours set. Google does not like this, right? They understand that you are a business and you do have working hours. You're not going to answer your phone at 2 a.m. Google knows this, and Google wants to provide the best user experience. So you need to have hours where you are answering the phone regularly. Make sure to set hours. Do not use the 24-hour setting. And yeah, unless you are solely focused on emergency appliance repair, never use 24 hours. You can have it open 7 days a week, 9 to 5, 6 to 6, 6 to midnight, but do not use a 24 hours setting. So yeah, that really covers it, right? If you spend time on this every single month and focus on just optimizing and ranking your Google business profile, you are going to show up in searches, whether it's on Google Maps or even organic searches, and people are going to start clicking through and giving you a call, and your phone will be ringing, and you'll be able to generate leads just by optimizing and trying to rank your Google business profile. Now keep in mind that if there are a lot of competitors, if you're not in a small area, it is going to take time. It's going to be very difficult, but it is something you need to be focusing on from day one. And if you're not focusing on it now, you really should be. If you made it this far, thank you for watching. If you need help with your Google business profile or SEO or marketing for your appliance or business, you can click the link down below and book a free consultation call with me. Happy to take a look at everything and make some recommendations and see if we can work together to grow your appliance repair business. As always, you guys, thank you for watching, and we'll see you in the next video.